Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Kerbalside, this time a vertical edition. I wanted to give this a try. Vertical living is apparently a new thing on YouTube, so we're going to give this a go and see how it all functions. So in the last run, we did get a lot of science, but we said we're going to go to the moon, or the mun, I guess, with what we have right now. So I need to construct an Apollo-style lander, to which we're going to start with our command capsule. Pretty standard stuff here. We're going to do this on this screen, and oh, I hope this is all going to work out. You know what? I'm going to pick this guy because it makes it look sleek and cool. And then I realized I can't pick that guy because I actually have to dock with it. Oh, no. And then I realized that, no, we're doing this. And we're doing it as crazy as it is. Yeah, I have a plan. There is a plan. So we need docking ports. What do we got in coupling? Do we have docking ports? I didn't think this one through, did I? Oh, yes, I did. Okay. It's a little bit messy. I have one docking port type. So that's my docking port. It is from the Lucio mod that we used last game, or I guess last time. I'm going to double check. Yeah, there is fresh air, hydrazine, and snacks, because we have snacks and all the crazy snack stuff installed in this game. Which reminds me, we do need to put life support on this rocket, which primarily is going to be air, and we can put holding tanks, because I think that's all we have. And we can switch the holding tanks from there, and we could do soil, or snacks and soil, which is called mulch, but we're just going to actually pick, we can also pick fresh air. Wait, can we pick fresh air and stale? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go with snacks like this, and these guys, I believe, produce, they're oxygen, and they produce, they have a couple different things too. Yeah, but I want oxygen. Is that what I want? Is oxygen, it says air. This may not be what I want, because it'll do snacks. Oh, well, maybe we'll run out of air. Yeah. We might need a second one of these things, as silly as it sounds, and fill this one with air. I don't know. No, you know what? We're going to the mun. We should have enough air in just this little capsule. Okay, and then we also have the lander. We should be good. All right, so what I do need to do, though, is add fuel, because obviously we need to have fuel to get to the mun and back, which... Actually, you know what? Does this holding tank hold? Yeah, okay. Good. Like, I know what I'm doing. There we go. And then I need to put a breaker in there. Otherwise, it's going to get messy when we come back. Okay. As we see, I'm kind of maybe know what I'm doing. All right. So we're just going to start attaching this. We're going to make this one here snacks. And this one here, we're going to toggle through. And it's going to be fresh air. Perfect. We'll just quickly circle around here. There we go. We got snacks and fresh air. We will find one of our engines. And again, because of the way this game has been set up, that is too small. Okay. Do anything bigger? No. We do have a service bay. That's probably something no, service bay will be on the lander, I think. We will get to that. What do we got here? Engines. What kind of engines do I have? I need some small engines. Hey, hello. I believe that's Japanese, and I don't know how to say it, but welcome to the chat. We are trying to build ourselves a little tiny Apollo-style lander, horribly, and I am doing horrible things right now to try to accomplish that task, which is pretty bad. Yeah, so that should be good, but now I need some way to do that and not have the engines mess up. I do have an engine plate. Okay, we're good. We have an engine plate. I knew we were doing something here, right? The engine plate I want to go with is... Where is it? One, triple. 3 engines. There we go. Then we're going to add underneath it. No, the engine plate has its own stability, so we're just going to go like this in our payload. Hey, Sharwin and Marcelo. Yeah, we're going to be going to the Mun, in theory, if I manage to do this properly. And I want to do interstage nodes. There we go. And can we make it? What colors can we make it? There's a couple different colors. Oh, it just changes the bottom. Oh, that's... Okay, so we got interstage nodes, and I need to make sure I get... That's the interstage node for the top thing. So if I go, I need to put a separator there, or this... Oh, no, it'll separate. I just got to make sure it's going to hit the actual thing here. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we're going to delete the... Let's build the fairing. Oh, that's the... yeah, so that's... We got to take care of that. Disable the shroud. There we go. Okay, so that's our... rocket. Here we're going to build our little lander. It is going to be the cheapest thing in the world. And by cheapest thing I mean, do we even have a command seat? Let's see what we got here. We have this Rat Pack command seat, which is apparently white. I don't know why it is, but that's our command seat. But we do need to put a separator or something in here. So I did say we do need this, so let's do it this way. There we go. So that's going to be our seat. It's going to sit on that, but I want a fuel tank first, a small little fuel tank. That's small enough. We're going to sit this guy, make sure he's on the right part, and then we're going to see what we got in our engines that are tiny. That are tinier than what we used before. Do we have any side engines? We do not. Oh, this is a snazzy fuel tank. That's a micro satellite. Huh. Okay. So we're going to cheat. Can we do this? Yeah, it looks like we can. All right, so we're going to basically use the magic of part tools and basically set up our little lander to have its own little engine things here. There we go. And then we're gonna go to, they can't touch the docking port though, but I do want them in a bit and up. There we go, because if they touch the docking port and I have to dock with this thing here, which I may not need to do, we'll see. This should be good. We got our little Kerbal thing here telling me that this is... What stage is this? Oh, I need to stage this. Can I stage this? Let's see if I can stage it. No, it doesn't say I can stage it. So I'm going to guess that's enough fuel to go down to the Mun and back. I might be wrong. This is Kerbal side. Bad things could happen. Indicator lights, just so that I can see it in case I'm on the dark side. And it'll land on the docking port. It'll take off on the docking port. What do we have for things? My opinion on Spaceflight Simulator 2. Well, that dude plays. I am really excited for Spaceflight Simulator 2. I think it's going to be a massive improvement over sort of Spaceflight Simulator 1, which was 2D. Like, it'll have that 3D thing. But the thing is, they're making it like really performant, and that means that we're going to not have like... I throw so many mods into Kerbal Space Program 1 to make it look good. It slows down. I don't get a ton of... I do have these little tiny RCSs. All right. Oops. Turn that around. Nope. There we go. And we can see here they are pointing down, right, upright. Okay, cool. And yeah, so I think Spaceflight Simulator 2 will be quite an interesting game. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping to make some mods for it as well. The main thing with it that's going to be sort of the make or break is I think it's going to be like, is it going to come out this year? Is it going to come out next year? Like, Steph's team is pretty small, and not that a small team can't accomplish what they want to do, but I kind of worry it'll take longer than they hope it will. And, you know, in the meantime, people will be like, yeah, I really want to play this game, but I want to play it today. So I'm hoping that'll come out soon. And I was in here and I was going to go, oh no, I got that. So I need to go to fuel tanks. Do I have any monopropellant? I do. That is a giant monopropellant tank. These are smaller. Okay. Let's get 6 of these. There we go. Aha. Yeah, so the idea being is that this is our tiny little lander. This is our capsule that'll get us to the moon. More particularly, this is the capsule to get us to the moon and back. This has fresh air, hydrazine, and that's a lot of snacks. I don't know how much hydrazine I need, but I definitely don't need that many snacks. And I'll take the fresh air. How does this go? This one here has got 16 fresh air, hydrazine, and 50 snacks. Yeah, so for some reason this can carry like 4 times more stacks. Okay, so that's there. I want to put a little nose cone on my rocket for aerodynamics. Do I have a cooler, sleeker one? I do. Okay, so we got aerodynamic nose cone. And you know what? Can I stick it on there? Oh, I probably can. Come on. Okay, apparently I can't stick it on. Oh no, there it goes. That's just weird. Okay. So we're just gonna offset this and we're going to go like this. That gonna work? Yeah. Is this stupid? I don't know. But okay, we're gonna do that. These aren't even angled properly. Oh man, I'm making newbie mistakes tonight. These need to be, there you go. They have to be in line, otherwise bad things happen. All right. Oh, seem to want to get attached to that one, no problem. All right, just gotta give a little bit of a gentle nudge there. Okay, there we go. All right, so go. Yeah, I suspect it's going to make the challenge. I suspect Spaceflight Simulator 2 is going to have a lot more challenges that, there we go, that are going to be like minimalist challenges and stuff like this. Like, that's something a lot of people on KSP like to do, and I kind of want to do some as well. But the issue is that when you do that, there's a whole bunch of like, what mod packs are you allowed, what mods, etc., or you're doing it stock, and there's a lot of quirks in the game that cause you problems. So it's one of those things where it's like, I like it, but I think that Spaceflight Simulator 2 will do a better job, because it'll come out and it'll be like, yeah, here's Spaceflight Simulator 2. Do we have the bigger tanks? We do. And it'll be like, yes, if you want to do challenges, here's the base game. There's no 400 mods that people are going to install. They can play it on the mobile, and if they're playing it on mobile, then you know everyone's got the same footing in terms of DLC, etc. Is this a good idea? Oops, cancel that. Let's move that down a little bit. Let's see here. It's going to give me 51. Okay. I'm kind of confident that should be enough. What's the chance of this thing? Reliability is 93%, so it's unlikely to break on our journey. I don't know. Bad things can always happen in this game, especially when you turn on all these crazy mods that I have that basically like make the game harder. And then we're going to build our lower stage here, and our lower stage is going to be pretty simple. You know, go with what I know works, and engine-wise is not going to fail me. And I don't know if I've used the swivel yet on here. Have I used the swivels yet? They're 93%, so I don't think I have. A little bit of water there as we ponder this one. I could go methane. I do have these methane engines. Not these ones. These are not lifters. What do I have? I have these ones. Fortunately, we're in science mode, so we can kind of get away with this a little bit. All right, so we've got 4 methane engines that apparently float. How about not floating? Okay, there we go. That will give us how much? Where's our methane? 2.1 as we punch the methane here. So that'll give us 1700. So that should do it. 1700 should do it. Yeah, so let's see. Can I don't know if this is going to work, so we're going to see. All these controls down here. Can I do them at all? Nope. Okay, never mind. We should be okay. All right, so we got that first stage, second stage. I'm gonna make the second stage. We're good. You know what? Let's make it white. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna launch this. This has roughly somewhere between 4 and 5,000 dB. I think that's enough to get to the moon and back. I'm gonna name my spacecraft Money. I don't know if that's a good name or not. And we can see here that I think, have everything that we need. I'm just double checking in my head. We got engines. They're good. Their reliability is 93%, so I'm semi-confident that they're not going to break. You know what? We could do that. We got thumper boosters. Should we add boosters on this? Apollo-style rocket doesn't really have boosters, but we could do that. We just have to make sure that we get to orbit. Yeah, we're going to be... that's kind of close to orbit. You know what? I'm going to add another segment in here because we actually have to hit orbit, because I don't want to be suborbital trying to do all this crazy maneuvering and everything else. We do need to bring one Kerbal. Apparently Jeb has volunteered to come on this trip. Okay. That's good. So we'll put that in orbit. We'll go down. We'll land. We'll come back. Everything will be great. Yeah, I think we're good. And we will basically be able to get to the moon and back. Yeah, we should be good. I shouldn't really do any more boosters and stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do, though, is go to our structure. What do we have here in launch clamps? I have miscellaneous launch clamps. All right, we're going to put these in here. There we go. We're going to put them a little higher than that. Hopefully this is not going to cause problems. Okay, so we got our launch clamps and everything. We're going to hit our timer. If you're new to this, basically this is going to estimate a certain number of days, which is blocked by the thing, so that when we launch, it's our cost rather than paying for money in this game. So that's kind of what I did with the science mode, because I didn't want to be able to be like, oh yeah, I can build like 4 rockets in 2 minutes. It takes time to build rockets. While it's connected, it should kill the Kerbals. I'm hoping it won't. I haven't done it with the air and the other one, so he's gonna be sitting in the craft for a couple days. Oh, I should probably have added some. You know what? I probably should have added something. He might just go, and we'll pay the price a little bit later. Hang on here as we skip through our thing and become vertical again. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna put this up here. I think that's probably a good spot for it. This is just gonna drive me nuts, but that's what it's doing. Can I configure unlock position and size? We're just gonna put that up here. There we go. Oh, come on. Lock position and size, there we go. And we're going to go down to here, and we're just, normally wouldn't have to do this, but apparently I have to do this for this particular, there we go. And the other one is, I don't even know where the other one is. No. All right, apparently we only have one. There might be a second one somewhere, but, oh. Is that gonna, no, it's gonna do that on me, isn't it? Don't be evil. Oh, they're right beside each other. Can I move it elsewhere? No. Okay. And then the other one. Apologies. Okay, good enough, I think. We don't really need that for what we're trying to do. And I say that as we probably need it. I should probably check this. Yeah, okay, there. Staging, yes. This third stage, okay, but we need to eject that first, and then that we'll figure it out later. Is that the heat shield? No, that's the decoupler, right? Okay. Okay, and then we're just going to ensure there we go. All right, and that's broken, right? Well, this might be Jeb's last trip. So we're gonna power up here, and we're going to see if we can get to the moon or not. It is a very misty day out here in the KSC. As you can see here, we are literally in a giant cloud as we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off. Woo! And to answer Ryan's question, why are we playing vertically? I just thought it'd be neat to try and do it, and then I forget to turn that on. Oh, this is not good. We lost one of the engines. I don't really have a... Oh, I think we just lost Jeb. Did we lose him? No, we still have him. Nah, we lost him. Ooh. And there's gonna be a lot of explosions there, as the game screams at me for being such a terrible player. All right, well, we're gonna have to go back and redo that. Yeah, it looks like a mobile game when it's playing vertically. Honestly, you probably could, if you had like the latest and greatest phone, if KSP was available on mobile without any mods, etc., you probably could play it on a modded phone. Yeah, Jeb's dead. Thank you, Bunny Fan, for noting that Jeb has died a horrible, horrible death. Okay, we're going to go back to the vehicle assembly building and relaunch the rocket. One of the engines ran out, and because of that, we didn't have enough thrust to go up. So I want to add one more engine to the bottom to ensure we have enough oomph to get off the pad, because if other engines fail, in theory, I should be able to get back. But otherwise it just doesn't quite work. So that's what we're trying to do here. So we're going to add another engine on the bottom and hope for the best. Hope for the best and not have Jeb die. All right, we're going to slap a fifth engine in there. All right. Yeah, I don't... Revert is always an option, but I'm trying not to be super cheaty in this. Oh, I forgot parachutes for the rest of this thing. So, yeah, that would have been bad, other than the fact that everything died on the way anyway. All right, there we go. The second stage, it'll have to go to the moon. It's not coming back. There's no point in recovering it. And we're going to give it a go and see how this goes. And, yeah, just get to the crazy time. And hopefully not kill Valentina, who I'm sure this game has now placed in the rocket automatically, and I forgot to check. So I guess it should be the first Kerbal and first woman Kerbal on the moon. I think that's what we'll end up with, as we just have to wait for the game to load. And with mods, unfortunately, it takes a little bit of time to load. Then it does this whole jump around thing and makes a mess. All right. Probably should just set that. Okay, there we go. Everything more or less is there. We're still in the thing. We got Valentina, so we're gonna try this again. This time with 5 engines. If we lose one, it's not the end of the world-ish. But I'm gonna make sure I turn this on. She just has a lower skill level because I used Jeb originally. So we're gonna see how this goes. So I gotta fly her to orbit manually, and then I'll get the prograde and stuff. So let's try this. So far, so good. We're going. Check your staging. I think my staging's okay. Oh, no, it's not. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Checking staging is very important, as we're gonna start to try to do our manual gravity turn here. This is going to go, should probably start to, after we get to like 100, but there we go. We're going. We're above the cloud and haze now as we slam into another cloud. Courtesy of BlackRock's mod, which you can get. And yeah. It's a really nice mod, but it does slow down your computer and the game if you are not running like a really high-end graphics card. So, what is this? Oh, that's my flight engineering computer. Okay. Everything's kind of wonked, but that's okay. Oh, there we go. So what do we got here? Apoapsis, everything's just jammed in together. Great. Do I have... I'm at 16 kilometers. Okay, that really is the only number I need to know at the top there. It's 16 kilometers. So I don't accidentally try to turn too soon and slam into the ground. Woohoo. Oh, yeah, no, Ryan, it definitely is a late turn. I know that I can do a lot more aggressive turn with this, but I have a lot of I have EV repair on, and it has a tendency to kill some things, so I just wanted to make sure I was off the pad and clear before I started doing the gravity turn, because yeah, if it goes if you joined us a little late, we end up crashing, and there's so many mods in here that are like going to kill the Kerbals. You know, like if you notice here when I turn with the engine, it's dimming a bit. That's because there's a mod that helped keep this thing under control. Otherwise, it'd be like potentially spinning out of control. All right, so we got the 55 apoapsis on this. We're going to pop that out and hit that. I don't think the parachutes are going to deploy this high. Nope, they're not. Okay, so that's going to go to our recovery system. That's going to recover it using stage recovery. And now we got the rest of the rocket here, and we're going to basically get to orbit. I think I want to check the TWR here. What is our TWR? It's only at 0.7, so we might be in a little bit of trouble. 0.7 is a little low on this as we are going, but it is what we have. And we're just going to have to live with it as I speed this up a little bit. Because either this is going to work really well, or this is not. I'd probably close that. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, we could always end up crashing the ocean. Crashing the ocean is not the worst thing, other than the fact that I could sink. Although there's only one Kerbal, so I could always get the Kerbal to jump out of the spacecraft. And you know what? Now that we're up here, I realized something. I forgot all the science. Oh well, I guess we're going to do this as a test flight to see if it works, because if we brought science, we'd be a lot heavier. Particularly that lander. That lander is tiny. We'll just pick up the science from our Kerbal crew member, assuming that we have enough to do this. All right, so where are we here? We're at 68,000 is our apoapsis. We're going to hit it in, I think, 8 seconds. Oh, we're probably not going to be happy. Where are we here? Yeah, we're coming up on the apoapsis in a few seconds. Can I cheat it a bit? Yes. There we go. All right, it's moving away from us. Good. So that means that we're not going to crash into the ocean or the other continent, because that would be bad. Not as efficient burn, but yeah, we're just doing it here as we slowly get here. And then we will attempt to do our docking maneuver. We'll deploy and docking maneuver, which we can actually get rid of those. I don't know if that's any weight, but yeah, magic floating rocket in the air there. Now, yep. So we'll see how this goes. All right, we're just gonna keep going. We are slowly but surely burning the thing. It's gonna flip in a second. There it goes. All right. Oops. And we have achieved... Oh, almost. There we go. There's orbit. And how much do we have? 81 left in the tank. All right, good. We're going to EVA our pilot. Where is she? There he goes. And we're going to fly her over to the lander. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm doing this the wrong way. I should... Oh, no, I am doing it. I have... see, this is... No one was paying attention. I totally forgot any RCS thrusters on that thing. There are no RCS thrusters on my craft. I have to go over here and hopefully get in this chair, which I've never used before. Can I get in the chair? I have no idea. Oh, yeah, there it is. Board it. Okay. We are upside down, but otherwise, I guess not really upside down, but we're going to try this. Hope for the best. No, I don't want to weld. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Where's the decoupling from the docking port? Uh-oh. Does it have to be on another docking port? Well, we can do that. I don't know if that's going to help us. No, we're still stuck on the... Yeah, we may be royally messed. Oh, we're not going to be able to use this lander. Alright. That lander is foobarbed. No. Part control. We're going to see here. We're going to leave the seat. Alright, so we can't use our lander, which is not good. We can still... No, we won't be able to use the lander at all. Alright, well, that's not good. The action menu has a decouple node. Ooh, that would have been useful about 10 seconds ago. Hey, Plane Crashed. Welcome to Kerbal Side, where you get to watch somebody who probably should not be playing Kerbal Space Program, play Kerbal Space Program, and demonstrate probably how not to do this. Even though I'd love to do like one of those, I saw it recently in a video. We're going to, it's a, what's it called? It's a, like a, e-sport, but with Kerbal Space Program and compete with people. I think that would be a lot of fun. There's the MUN. Using my limited knowledge, we're going to go right here. We're going to add a maneuver point, and we're going to go like this. We're going to the MUN somehow. Even though we don't have a lander, we're still going to go. Let's see how close can we get. Oh. That's pretty close. Can I change the maneuver here? There we go. I'm semi-confident that we won't die if we do that. All right. So we just gotta reorient the spacecraft to the node, and then we'll zoom out there. Yeah, no, we do that. Hey, Astromad, welcome to Absolutely How to Kill Kerbals, because, yes, things just didn't seem to work properly today. So we've lost our lander. It's stuck to the back end of the craft because I tried to use a docking port, and the docking port doesn't work for some reason. So now we're just going to go here, and basically, I'm gonna, you know what? Can I do that? See, the other docking ports here. Can I? Yeah, for some reason these docking ports don't work. Oh, no, there it is. See, this one can undock. There you go. See, there. Just knock the nose cone right off. Okay, apparently when you play vertical mode, you get a cool sun flare effect. All right, then we're going to slowly, it says how long's our burn time. All right, so we're gonna wait a couple seconds, about 30 seconds here. Hopefully we'll give time for that nose cone to not be in the way. All right. Ooh, time to add 200,000 struts. Yeah, if you're building a space plane, you'll need them. All right, so there we go. Let's punch up the engine here. And we're on our way to the MUN. Using up whatever's left in this engine. And these three engines, which are now empty somehow. Okay. And double checking. Oh, that was a kick. Yeah, that went bye-bye. Pretty darn quick. All right, we're off on our way. hi ho, and away we go. I don't know why I'm spinning the spacecraft like an idiot, but there you go. No, I knew, I was aware the maneuver point was slightly being missed, but yeah, I wanted to make sure that we used up all the fuel in there, and I was double checking the staging given that we were going to do that. Yeah, the lander got poached, so there was not much we could do about that. So we're still going. Hey, welcome Player 9, continue making custom parts for SFS. Yeah, once they drop the update, I'm hoping to do some more modding. The main thing though is I'm waiting to see what astronauts do, because I'd really like to update the capsules and stuff so we can actually have astronauts and stuff like that in there. But I'm also a little concerned that there might be stuff where I have to go through and like rebuild the pack and fix stuff up, so I don't want to put too much more in there than have too big a weight in as we sort of get close to our shutdown point. We still got 30 to go. Oh, I'm not even pointing at the... It's moved. All right, there we go. So this is Kerbal Space Program in a vertical orientation, because I played around with too many mods and found out I could vertically do this. So I want to try a vertical live to see how it would work. You guys will have to let me know if you like this, don't like this, if you think this is crazy. I am playing this on PC. This is not a mobile game, even though it kind of looks like it when you're playing with mobile but I kind of like it. I kind of like this because now I can actually see the chat on the screen. I can do other stuff, whereas before it was kind of messy because I either had to look at the chat or I had to look at Kerbal Space Program. As we are lined up for the moon now, right? No, we foobarred that, but that's okay. We're gonna warp all the way there. As we have the moon somewhere. I don't know where it is. Somewhere it's gonna... Oh, there it is. There's the moon. As we slowly approach it from the dark side. So we can't see squat. Except it's gonna... Oh, that's Jewel. Okay. Alright. As we got 3 more minutes, but how are we doing here? There we go. We're gonna enter the SOI of the moon, and then we gotta fix this problem. Because I want to land on the moon, but I don't want to land on the moon that way. And I only have... Oh. This is going to get messy. I don't know if I can land without the lander. That lander was my... I could probably land on the moon. I don't think I can come back. So we are in a somewhat polar orbit. So we're probably going to polar orbit that thing. We might have to come back with a better designed lander. So this might just be a flyby of the moon, unfortunately. Okay. 2 seconds. All right, we could probably just do that right now. Come on. I want to get as close as possible to the moon, because we're going to O-berth that effect. Now, let's check here. Yep, that's good enough. We're going to go all the way here, warp here. We're going to hit that, and we're going to go back here so we get some cool footage of the moon flying by in a high speed. Oh my god, that was a little crazy. Okay. So here we are at the moon. This is where we would normally disembark the lander and head down to the surface after we get orbit, or the orbit, which we need to do. Now, our pro player here is probably going to tell us that we don't have enough DV to pull this stunt off, because I believe you need 530 to get down to the moon, and you need another 530 to get back. And we're just going to warp around one more time. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, space planes and me. If you want to see Kerbals die a horrible death, space planes. All right, so here we are floating above the moon. We can sit here and do our crew report. There we go. So we have 7 crew reports already. I did want to check the crew report. 1 second. Yeah, so there's only one allowed, and it only gives us about 7.5 science. But I also want to check here. We still have some snacks. So we only used a few snacks. We still have plenty of air. Here, I don't know. I'm looking up. I can look it up here. So we've used 5 snacks and about 2 air to get out here. Our main thing is that we can't go down to the Mun. You're now faster than our remaining Delta V. No, we're okay. Our remaining Delta V is 650, and we're going at 569. But I'm trying to think if I want to do the touchdown and go thing, because I don't actually need these. So I'm thinking I should just kaboom them, and then see if I have anything. And then I'm also thinking, because I believe if I look at her inventory, assuming I can find her inventory, which may not be here because my thing is all messed up. I don't necessarily need the parachutes either. So, hey, Mr. Flamor, no, this is Kerbal Space Program playing in vertical. So if you were to get, say, Spaceflight Simulator, this 2 when it finally comes out, I think most people would be playing this. That's why I'm trying it out today, because I'm like, how would this work in a sort of this kind of format? But I'm thinking if I blow these up, I lose their weight, right? And that'll get me Delta V. But I don't think I need the parachutes either, so I could probably blow those up and have her jump out of the spacecraft before it hits the ground. And then that'll give me DV, and then I may have enough to land. It's now at this point where I'm kind of getting that I have engines, 3 of them, because they add weight. But let's blow these up because I don't need them. And we're gonna blow this one up. There we go. And then we're just gonna tap it a little bit. Yeah, those are departed. Okay. So how much DV did we get? We got 800, and it's bouncing between 34 and 24. And I don't have any way of removing that from the spacecraft, because I only need 1 engine now. Like, I really only ever needed 1 engine. I don't know why I put 3. Oh, I remember, in case an engine failed, I could theoretically very slowly spin launch back, but I don't want to have to do that and try to land, because that's just going to explode. So, do we go down or do we stay up? Let me know what you want me to try, because I have no problem trying to come back here. The extra science will allow me to definitely buy another node or 2, and then go. Yeah, okay. So we're going to kaboom these and hope that she has a parachute and it works. And that gives us about 935. I don't think that's enough. I don't think there's any other thing I can do to get rid of anything at this point. I can't vent excess stuff into space. I have this monopropellant that does squat. So I think we're going to have to go home. And then we'll come back with a thing. I could kaboom the docking port. That's true. This thing's totally useless right now. There we go. Docking port gone. That gets us up to 970. Is that enough to go down and back up again? I don't think so. I can get down. I'm sure about that, but I don't think I can get back up. And I don't we could go down because she can't transmit the science. So. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go option B, which is return to Kerbin, and we'll have to get a new rocket built. So we're going to time warp it a little bit here because I want it to line up a little bit better. There we go. Awesome. All right, we are heading back, and then we will use that science to get us back to Kerbin with a bigger craft, and possibly an engineer. Although I don't know if I have enough to repair stuff. Oh, what's it doing? No, don't do that. Come back here. I only want to go. I don't know why it's doing that, but okay. That apparently is as close as it's gonna get. I am exiting the right direction. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ryan. Just it's just not enough to get me home. All right, so we're gonna go with that. So we're gonna fast forward here. We're then gonna switch to point almost prograde, apparently. Almost prograde. And yeah, we're going to just get us a little closer to that node. I've done it where I've said, oh, I'm just going to leave early, and then I skip right off the surface. And by skip off the surface, I mean horribly, horribly died. All right, so we're going to go back to the KSC. We do have 5 reports, so we will have some science on us. So that science will hopefully allow us to upgrade, build a slightly bigger rocket, and come back and actually land on the Mun with proper equipment and everything. All right, we got most of the way there. How much fuel do we have left? Oh, we still have quite a bit. Okay. It's not too bad then. Close enough. All right, so we're going to exit the... we're going to look at here. Where are we here? Where's the Mun? There's a giant planet somewhere and I can't find it. Oh, it's right below me. Okay. So we're going to say goodbye to the Mun now. As we head out into space, and then we'll do another burn to get us into a proper Kerbal descent. And then at that point, we will come back and hope for the best as it flips around crazy. I wish I knew there was a way to not make it do that, but okay. Bye-bye. There we go. That's not a good sound. Oh, I guess it's the KSC on the other side. I was thinking, don't tell me we just ran out of power. Hi, this is Kerbal Space Program 1, and I'm playing it with a mod that allows me to make it vertical. Why? Because I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what Spaceflight Simulator 2 would look like on your mobile. It's going to be completely different, obviously. It's a completely different game, but the idea being it is a rocket game, so you do have to account for what's it going to look like. All right, so now we're here. We're going to convert to here. Our PE is way too high. We do need to bring that down. And I'm just going to see if I can... I don't know if I can easily see it. Probably not. Whoops, no. I think it's tab. No, it's probably alt. No, alt tab is a bad one. Alt tab is a horrible one. Let's not do that. There we go. All right, so because we want to look here, we are going to lose some of our PE here. I just want to make sure that we hit the planet's atmosphere, but we don't like scram right into the planet because we have to jump out. So yeah, thank you very much for all the hearts. That is, I'm glad you guys are appreciating this. And we're going to see if we can actually land this and not have a horrible death. All right. What are we at? 48? Oh, okay. That's probably good enough. Okay. Didn't necessarily want to do that, so we're going to switch prograde here. I don't like it when it's going to hit the planet. I know we're going to do a little arrow burn too, but all right, there we go. And now, which way are we going? Going there. Okay. So we're going to go to about right here, warp here. We're going to switch back to our rocket mode. We're going to say bye-bye to the Mun as it slowly floats away. And we're going to turn around here and we're going to say hello to the sun. Oh, there we are. Here we go. We're coming in pretty fast. All right, we gotta switch to retrograde. And we're going to see where we're going. I think this is, I'm just testing the camera out. I think this is chase mode. Yeah, it's chase mode. Okay, so hopefully this camera, I don't know if it will, hopefully it won't super flip on me. All right, so we don't need the bottom stage anymore, so we can say goodbye to that. We can say goodbye to that. There we go. And it's gonna go as we head towards Kerbin and hitting the planet at some crazy speed. It doesn't really matter what. This thing's got plenty of what's it called? Ablative shielding, I think is what the mod ends up being. So we're gonna go. There we go. And then we have to jump out of it before we hit the water because we accidentally killed all the parachutes. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, this is the other problem we have. I have G-Force turned on the Kerbals, and I got this effect that's called G-Force effect or G-effect, and it causes your Kerbals to black out or red out, and we just redded out the Kerbals. So hopefully we gain consciousness before we hit the water. I did say this was Kerbal side. So now I'm totally blacked out. I can't do anything. Yeah, so I guess I'll keep you guys entertained while Valentina is hurtling towards her death because she doesn't have a parachute auto engaged right now, and hoping that she regains conscious. Oh, there we go. Before she hits the water at breakneck speeds. All right. So there we go. We're going at about 200. I'm gonna wait till after the cloud layer to give us a bit more slowing down because not only do we have to jump out, she needs to take the science. Because if we leave the science, we save the Kerbal, but we don't want to lose the science. Oh, it's like I care about the Kerbals, but I also care about the science. And we already killed one Kerbal this round. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, no, why are we flipping around? Don't flip around. It's just gonna be mean. Okay. So we're through the cloud layer. Let's see if we can grab the science off this. Take the science, take the data. There we go. All right, parachute engaged. Let go. Parachute. Deploy chute. There we go. As our capsule falls down to the water. And touchdown, right? Yes, no, I don't know. She's gone. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's a bit of a G-force hit. And did our capsule survive? Like, did we have to jump out of it or did it, like, survive? I think it survived. That's ridiculous. That should not have survived. It did. Okay, well, it survived. Hey, Malka Kakai. Yeah, no, this is a pretty popular space game. Like, I know a lot of people do enjoy it. I just could do this. I'm not that worried about accidentally hitting the water. Yeah, no, I just wanted to give it a try. As I said, I found a mod that allowed me to make it go vertical, so I was like, yeah, I definitely want to try this. and then give it a go. Yeah, thanks, Jeremiah, for subbing to the channel. That's always useful. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I don't know if it's possible or not, but yeah, I'm trying to get a bit more subscribers so I can hopefully justify, or not justify, I guess, when I'm doing the mods for Spaceflight Simulator 2. The more subscribers I have, the more people can watch the mods, and the more people watch the mods, the more people get them, and that means that, you know, my time is better used because I get better feedback on what people want. Because I remember I made that Trust mod for Spaceflight Simulator 1, and a lot of people absolutely hated it, and then I was like, oh, okay, so I was able to, from that video, know what they wanted changed, and then I was able to improve it. So Valentina's down in the ocean. And we are going to head back to the curb. Yeah, we're going to recover her and all of her science. And we're going to go from there and hopefully unlock something that's going to allow us to do this not so badly. I think we need a slightly bigger rocket to do that. And it's going to go a little physics wonk here for a second. And there we go. So we brought back 25.5 science, which gives us a total of 155. We got our crewman back. Jebediah came back apparently while we were away. Found himself somewhere. We did get some mission flags for being the first Kerbin to do a lot of things. So let's go check out the science tree. And it's a little crazy, but okay. So we have a couple options here. 150 science gets us, we won't be able to get that, but we can get one of these and one of those. So enhanced survivability gives us all this stuff so that if we hit the water, we don't sink. I think we should be good on that. Because we only have one Kerbal. Worst comes to worst, we jump out, the Kerbals do float. So I don't necessarily want to spend money on that now. Like if we build a bigger rocket, it's more of a concern, especially if we're bringing like back basically things like ore tanks and stuff like that. That would be a problem. We can get these. I like these. This is Smart Stage mod. These all allow you to like manually set stuff up and do like little auto staging. So that's always nice. We could get the reaction wheel, which could be a good choice because then we don't need as much RCS, and we have a couple different ones. We do have some cameras, some winglets, gyroscope, which is another action wheel, and then we also can get the two-person reentry module. So that's another option. We could theoretically go with doing that. Like we don't necessarily have to do an Apollo style mission. We could launch one of these and just do a single, like a, not a single stage, but like a single, it flies down, it picks up the science, it comes back, and not have as much complications. In terms of the, and then we also have aviation, but I don't really want aviation. We're not really planning on flying. The moon does not have any gas and stuff like that. In terms of space exploration, this is crew capsules. These are good for building bases. Skylabs, there's some additional science, which is good because we can pack the craft with science. This is the EVA handrail pack. Again, this is good for stations. A lot is actually really good for stations. I don't know why it's in space exploration, but it is. But what is there? There's the repair kit. So I kind of want this because if we have a problem, we can always repair things on our missions if we have an engineer with us. But then if we have an engineer, we need two Kerbals because we need a pilot and an engineer. So again, so that's one option. Other options, miniaturization. I don't really want this one because this is designed to make stuff smaller, which is good, don't get me wrong, but we are trying to carry a Kerbal. So the smaller items tend to, especially with fuel tanks and stuff like that, tend to foobarb us because we need the bigger tanks to push the Kerbal. This is, what is this? Electrics. We don't really need anything in electrics. This is again good for a larger, bigger mission. Because we're just trying to get one Kerbal there. And then what do we got here? Yeah, we don't need it. This is base stuff as well. All right. What do we got? Advanced construction. I don't think we need anything in advanced construction. It has better fairings though, so that's nice, but we can get away with the fairings we have. And then again, there's some pressurized crew tubes. There's radial attachment modes, additional fairings. There's the other command seat, and core. Universal stuff. So this is again for a much bigger mission. Since we're just trying to do a touch and go on the MUN, we proved on the flyby that we could go. Thanks for watching, Malachi. Always appreciated when people come and watch and talk. But yeah, so I don't think we need anything on this one. Fuel propulsion. So this is where we're going to get potential. So we can get, this is the one that has all the little side motors. So this is useful for the landers, etc., because we can do that. We can do the monopropellant engine, which is nice because then we don't have to take a fuel tank down to the moon. We can do it all monopropellant. So it's just, we don't need a monopropellant system and a fuel system. So I'm tempted on this one because that could significantly simplify our lander by a fair margin if we just go with monopropellant tanks. And then we have lifters, which I don't think we need. We easily boost it off the planet with the rocket we have, although it does have the methane engine. And then efficiency propulsions, what do we have? We have this guy here. The advantage, though, I think, is if we grab this, we can grab that. What does this run off? This runs off hydrogen. This one runs off methane. What are the TWRs? They're pretty high. So if we're going to do a one shot, we could do that and land. One thing we don't have is any landing feet. All right. I'm tempted to say propulsion systems because I like the fact that I can run the lander off of just monopropellant. So unless somebody in the chat screaming saying, no, don't do it, which so far they have not done, I think I'm going to get the propulsion system so I can switch the lander to a monopropellant system. And that solves our problem with having to have monopropellant and fuel on the lander. So let's go with this one and hope for the best. And we have 65 left, which is enough to get one of these. I'm going to get this because this gives me these gyroscopes, which do I really need them? Do I keep the points for later? No, I don't think I need them. I think for what we're trying to do, I just need to rebuild the rocket from the lander, and just build a more basic drop lander, come back, and have it. Because the docking ports, for some reason, are giving us problems. So there might be a oopsie I did, because for some reason they don't seem to be happy. All right, we're gonna zoom back in here, and we are here at our build stage. So I have no problem with everything up to this point here. So I'm going to take that to the side and just move it off there. We're going to still use that. I'm just going to rebuild this into a single stage system because we don't need these things. I brought way too much life support for the mission that we're doing. Once we're down and coming back up, we really didn't need to hang around. So it didn't do that. I'm going to take that off. I want one of the engines. There we go. And that's going to go bye-bye. There we go. All right. So we're going to rebuild this to be a landing system because this has a whole bunch of monopropellant on it. Tank-wise, what do I have that's monopropellant tanking? Monopropellant tank. There we go. Oh, I only have small monopropellant tanks. Is that true? Oh. Did not think that one through, did I? All right. Let's see what we can do here. We can put these little tanks on. And then we can go like this. There we go. And I think we might have a, let's see what we got here. We do. Okay, there we go. Oops. We're gonna really cheat this out here. And not really cheat it, you know what I mean. Because I don't, once I land, I probably don't need these tanks anymore. So we can go like this. Okay. Oops. Build one more just to make that easy. I don't need this engine because we're going to go with the monopropellant engine, which may be a terrible idea, but I gotta do something here. All right, there we go. And that in space gives us 3.6. And then we have this maneuvering engine, which gives us, what does it give us? 3.5. Why is it giving us only 3.5? Oh, trying to be smart. Okay. 6.8. So that's not bad. That'll get us to the moon and back. Okay, this time we're not doing any docking crazy. Because that was insane. Since we don't need the docking system, we can get rid of all that. We can pop this guy on, which is a parachute. It's gonna just set up the parachute toggle here. Okay. And then we're gonna go back to the, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be smart. We gotta cut down the weight a little bit. Let's say engine plate do not use. Okay. Oh, I don't need an engine plate. I need a... That's the wrong thing. What do I have here? Decoupletron, eh? All right. And then we're going to put in our fairing again. Aero parts, fairing. What do we have? What is this? Oh, this is universal storage. No, we need that one. There we go. All right. And then we can put the whole lander in the fairing system. Okay, so the lander has 2.6K, so 2.6 kilometers, almost 2.7 kilometers worth of DV. Yes, if I switched out the engine mod, which I may do in the staging here, like that, we will have still plenty. And then when it stages, we're good. Although these are monopropellant engines, so I don't know. This may be interesting. It may just use up all our monopropellant. I don't know. We'll see. I might find I don't even need these once we get out there. Okay. So that's going to go like that. We're going to go, oh, don't make 4 of them. Like that. There we go. And that's going to give us a whopping 6,600 DV. And okay, so that's good. Now, before we do this time, let's actually put some science on here. Okay, so science. We need to do that. Move that all over here. Because if we don't take any science, we're not going to have a good day. So we have a lot of science parts in this particular build, but I want to take a temperature reading. Definitely want a pressure reading. We got some scanners. I don't necessarily want to scan anything because that uses up a lot of power. And I don't have a ton of power. And I don't have a heat shield, so I can do the goo container. Definitely could do 2 goo containers. And then hope that they survive re-entry. And there's a whole bunch of these miscellaneous things. So we'll take a couple of them on. We don't want to take too much stuff because that gets a little, I don't want to say cheaty, but we got to have a reason to go back to the moon, right? So we'll take the biosamples for the Kraken, which is part of Kraken science, because who doesn't like doing science and krakening? There you go. We'll take an eyeball with us. And I think that's it. Oh, no, we got this other one here. It's a claw. Oh, around the claw here. And what else do we got? A giant panel of Kraken stuff. All right. That's probably give us enough science to unlock probably half the freaking chart. But it is what it is. Okay, that won't work in there. These are the utility weights. Okay. Okay. And I think that's good. All right. So we have our setup. We're going to go like this. I'm hoping that is actually a, let's see. Cross feed. Gemini black. Okay, there we go. Makes it all fit. Okay. I'm just going to double check and see if we have any. No, we don't really have anything here. Okay. Hopefully this does not. Oh, can we stick it in there? No, that one doesn't have it. Okay. So we should be good. We're gonna launch this. This is the Money 2, I guess. So single stage to Mun. Save that. And just double checking everything here is good. Yeah, I think we're good. Checking our staging. As we just go here, we're going to launch 5 engines, detach here, fire that engine. We do not want to pop that just yet. So we're going to move that there. Those parachutes are going to go. Then we pop the fairing. We pop the second stage. And then those 4 rockets will get us down to the Mun. We'll eject them out. We'll single back up. And then we have parachutes, and that goes there. Okay, I think that's good. We're going to grab a crew member. Valentina apparently is in there, so we're good. Hopefully nothing breaks. Hopefully all's good. And we're going to attempt to go to the Mun again. And I, just for funsies, am going to pack this with some extra boost. I say this, don't break it. Oops, there we go. And parachutes. Why? Because, oops, I can. The parachutes are not going to work at all. Oops. I don't know, I've just done. I'm like, let's do this. And then I'm like, let's mess it up so that it doesn't work then. All right. That's probably not going to work, but whatever. All right. That gives us a bit more boost. Yeah. This is going to. I'm like, let's do something. And then I'm like, let's not do something. And then I'm like, let's do it anyway. All right. We're launching. We are going to attempt to get to the Mun. And the Mun will be glorious because there's some really nice mods for the surface of the Mun. So we just have to get there. Oh, I need like a little thing to play, like do 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 pop up or something. While we wait for this thing, like somebody needs to make a mod that says the game is loading. All right, so here we are. We're back here. We got this. Oh, now that's out here, I realize that's a big fairing for such a narrow rocket. All right, well, it is what it is. We're going to wave goodbye to Valentina as we tend to send her to space. And I'm going to hit Y because let's go. Woo! Oh, we lost one rocket. Uh-oh, that was not good. We lost them all on the same side. Oh! So apparently adding boosters onto the rocket to be cool was the wrong decision. Yeah, as everything just sort of parachutes out. Well, we can do some maybe mystery goo, I don't know. Mystery goo, can we even grab a sample? Is it even worth anything? No. Oh well, we're gonna deploy the parachute and float down. Well, that was an oops. So we're gonna take those boosters off because when one fails, it's not the end of the world. But when 2 fail on the same side, yeah, that causes us all sorts of problems. as things just kind of explode all over us. I don't even know where oh, there they are. Piece is gonna hit right there. Is it? No, it's gonna fall all the way to the ground. Is it gonna explode? It can't fall farther than where we are. There it is. Alright, well, we're gonna have to wait for ourselves to slowly float down here. And then we'll have to relaunch that rocket, and probably not with all those extra boosters, because I thought that was going to give us some nice DV, but that ended up sealing our fate. Alrighty, so we're about to hit the ground here. It's going to slow us down a little bit before it hits the ground. There we go. And touchdown. Awesome. And we're going to fall down. And we're now blocking the... No, we probably still sneak out of there. Can we? Let's see. Yes, we can. Board back in. There we go. And we're going to recover the vessel. That probably got us a ton of science, but we want to go to the Mun, so we're going to relaunch that rocket after we strip those boosters off, because without a way of ejecting the boosters off, yeah, it just tilted the whole rocket, and we don't have the aerodynamics to do that for what we want. So we did pick up 28 science from that little mistake, so that's good. That made it somewhat worthwhile. So now we just gotta go back in here, strip the boosters off. We didn't really need them. That was a bit of a safety thing, but obviously it wasn't super safety because, yeah. The other option is I can put them on with a ejector and then have it where I can eject them off if one fails. Because right now they're saying they are 99% not going to fail on me. I kind of trust it, but I don't. Versus I trust that the staging is going to work, because I don't think that has a failure mod on it. I say this, I'm going to be proven wrong, of course. But in the meantime, do that. There we go. Disable the auto drop so that when we do drop them, they're dropping with the parachutes, like so. Okay. And just to be on the safe side, no, I want the, there we go, 100%. Okay, so we're going to save that, and we're going to double check we have a Kerbal. We do have a Kerbal. And you know what, we're going to go here. Do we have cargo? I don't know if that's useful there. No, that's not useful. That's just extra weight. Yeah, we're not going to mess with that. Okay. Launch pad. We're going to the launch pad to have another launch to the Mun. We'll be able to do it, guys. Don't worry. Oh. Stretchy stretch. Yeah. So if you are still watching, let me know. Do you think I'm going to make it to the Mun on the surface this time or not? What's your thinking? 50-50, 75-35, well, 75-25. It's okay. There we go. This time we can eject those out. That's just to give us a quick boost. And then we're going to go. Hey, Crazy Clay and Villager. And Vault, welcome. So this is going to be our big launch. This is a Kerbal Space Program, but it's in a vertical format because I had a mod to give an idea for people when Spaceflight Simulator 2 comes out, what it would kind of look like playing the game vertically. Because when you go to 3D, usually most 3D games are, you know, landscape orientation. But given that Spaceflight Simulator is going to be... Oh, that's a lot of... There we go. It's going to be vertical for the mobile players. I wanted to kind of see what the experience would be like. And apparently I need to turn that on. Oh no, I forgot to. Are you kidding me? 2 for 2. Ah, jeez. And yeah, we're spinning, so our Kerbal's kind of getting knocked around on the G-force scale. Yeah. So we're just gonna pop some stuff, but try to have it where we go here. There we go. Oh no, don't do that. I don't know what's going on or why. Oh man, yeah, we had an anomaly, yes. That was a RUD. 2 RUDs in a row too. And the engines are running. Oh yeah, this is gonna slow my game down. Game's not too bad, but when it's got 400 pieces flying around and engines from like half a dozen rockets, it's very much like, no, we're upset. And it won't let me time zoom past any explosions as a safety measure. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was an anomaly. As we go down, how far do we have to go? 700 meters? That's not too bad. Actually, you know what? There we go. I don't want to wait. I'm impatient. Whee! And deploy the chute. So much faster. And we're down. Whee! Skidding off the runway. Well, on the plus side, we apparently picked up some runway sample as we slide across the surface. Oh, man. Valentin is not having a good day. As things keep hitting the ground. So yeah, so if this was spaceflight, or if this was Kerbal Space Program 2, she'd be hitting that, you know, days without incident placard. Juno New Origins. I played around with it a little bit. Juno New Origins is very much, I want to say, the engineer's game. In terms of, like, it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot more complicated to play. It's a lot more challenging, which is nice. It's nice to have a challenging game, but I think for a lot of people, you know, they'll try it out and they'll go through like the standard missions to learn how to play it, how to size all the stuff. It can be quite frustrating. So you do have to have a good technical sense of what you're doing. It's not like Kerbal Space Program, you can jump in here and if you blow up rockets for the first 3 days of playing it, you don't care. It's fun to do. Whereas in Juno, it's like, oh, geez, I'd like to get the space today. And you can literally spend like 2-3 days trying to get the space. And that's not a knock against it in terms of a negative, just it is a different game. Whereas Spaceflight Simulator is designed to be much easier for beginners, but there's still a lot of complications in it. Kerbal Space Program is, you know, beginner friendly, but also, you know, advanced players can really get advanced, particularly if you want to get a lot of crazy mods in there, scale the system up and stuff like that. So between the 3 games, I would say that, you know, you got Spaceflight Simulator is great for beginners who want to try. Kerbal Space Program is good for people who, you know, they don't mind a little bit of difficulty and they're willing to have some fun with it. And then Juno is for like people who are very advanced players who want like a really good challenge and they don't mind that it's not as graphically intense and not as, I want to say, full featured as Kerbal Space Program is. Still see where Spaceflight Simulator sits between that. Apparently we're collecting some science for showing up, but there you go. All right, this time I'm going to hit the SAS on, because that's important when you're launching a rocket, to turn the SAS on. And now we're going to try to go for the moon. All right, solid fuel boosters are working. We are gaining a lot of vertical speed. And the rocket's on fire. What is going on? Well, this is, hey, you want to see the same thing 3 times? No, neither do I. All right, well, we're going to have to do that one. That's a check your staging boops. All right. We're going up. We're going to come down. I want to set this. Oh, I can't change the parachute deployment. Okay. Oh, wow. That was an oops. Yeah, we're having a bit of an interesting time to get, like, this should be a straightforward launch. But as we come down to 1,000 meters, we just want the parachute to go at about, say, 500, 600, deploy. Oh, it's gonna, oh no, it didn't deploy fast enough. No, it's gonna crash. Well, not the game, but the rocket. How much of the game? I don't know. Oh, no, everything but the parachute died. Good job, parachute, you failed. Dang it. So that means that we're gonna have to find somebody else to jump on this ship and go. This is gonna be a nasty, nasty trip. Oh well. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes here, and we're going. We just had a massive explosion, 3rd time rocketing. I just think those boosters are not helping us. As much as I'd like to have them, I think the boosters are just causing us too much pain and anguish, and that extra DV that we gain from them, not really worth it. So I think I'm just going to strip the boosters off. As cool a launch as it makes it look like, when you don't get the space 3 times, you get a little annoyed. All right. So we're going to strip the boosters off. Okay, we're going to strip the boosters off, and then we're going to check our staging. Okay. Okay, yeah, so the staging looks like it stayed the way it should. All right, we're going to launch this again. I'm assuming Jeb is now in the pilot seat. So we're going to the Mun. We're going to land on the Mun. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to not have any more explosions. And everyone will be like, wow, you really know how to play this game. And I'm like, yeah, I totally don't. Again, let's see if we can get to orbit. I don't know if Ryan's still on, but he was our resident expert in the chat on playing a lot of this. So we'll see. Yeah, because Jeb's got nothing. So I'm going to have to manually fly this up to the orbit. Not that I can't, but I didn't want to. I wanted to use a proper gravity turn. As a safety feature, I always wait until I get to about 100 meters per second before I start any turn, just to make sure that we're going up. Up is good. There we go. I still find it funny when you're playing vertical, the sun does that. It's like, okay, apparently our sun is now a pulsar. All right, how are we doing here? We are still doing pretty good. We are jetting up as fast as it goes. And yeah, we're just on a nice little cruise. We're being very cautious with the thing because the rocket does, because I designed this the wrong way, I hate to say it, the rocket does wobble a little bit. I didn't strut it or anything, so there is some wobbliness. But we are definitely getting up there. I just need to punch the higher atmosphere because the engine on the second stage works really well in low vacuum, so I want to make sure I gain a little bit more space, and it gives us more time to do our gravity turn, because we barely get the space with this first stage. We're in space, and we got up to about an apoapsis about 87. All right. Turn that off. We're going to go and just give us enough boost to make sure it doesn't run into us. As we enjoy our flight up, nice relaxing flight. We can see we got some planets here. This is the black hole and the other star systems. So later on in the series, assuming that I get better, I'm hoping to go all the way over there. Hopeful. We're at about 90. Yeah, there we go. That was far enough. So we drop our thing. So now we just got to start getting to here. And yeah, so we dropped our fairings. That's what they're called. And we're starting our orbital burn just as we're heading into space. The apoapsis is about going to be 88. It's going to go up to about 90, probably 100. But yeah, we need time for the smaller engine to go because it's only doing about 0.7 TWR. So there you go. I don't know why I keep doing that. We're flying into the dark. There we go. We're flying into the moon. Actually, you know what? The moon just rose. So if we're smart about this, we can do a direct burn. We don't even have to stop. Oh, there you go. How's that? Just direct fire burn the right to the moon. Pretty sure I can do that. It's a terrible idea, but yeah, see, the Kerbal's complaining. He's like, no, don't do that. That's a bad idea. I don't want to end up hitting the planet again. All right, so we are definitely on our way. It's a bit of a longer burn, but let's see if we can speed it up. I just want to make sure that if we're speeding it up, we're actually going to make it. And the answer is no. We still need to... There you go. I think that's probably good enough, maybe. I'm just watching up here at the top corner. If we go over apoapsis, which we're very close to right now, once you start falling down, it's very hard to get it back up, and then you end up hitting the water, and we don't want to do that. Oh, that's our Money 2 rover? Oh, that's not the rover. Yeah, that's the broken lander we had from the first launch today. That's what that is. It's not a rover, it's a very broken shuttlecraft. The lander did not work. All right, as we just burn around here, we're going to see what we can do. As we are almost there, it's going to flip in about 3, 2, 1, 0, 0.5. Oh, we just went to... Did we just run out of fuel? Uh-oh. Didn't think about that one. Okay, apparently we're using our monopropellant engines to get into orbit. Now I gotta do some calculations, because that definitely pushed us out. So yeah, so we're running here on monopropellant. We have a lot of it, don't get me wrong, but Yeah, at this point we might as well just go for the moon. Because either this is going to get us to the moon and we can do the descent, but where we're at right now, we don't really have an easy way of, well, we can always get back, but might as well go for it, eh? Whee! As our tiny little spacecraft, which is now a dot in space. Where's the planet? We can't see anything because it's all dark. We're on the dark side of the planet. Right. All right. Well, we're going for it. And that's a terribly loud sound to have running all the time, but it is there. But we have the crazy amount of delta V on this thing, so. See how we do here. I'm assuming we're going to get a nice intercept with the Mun here. That's how confident I am. All right, we're coming in here. Oops. So we don't blast right through it. Oh, we did it. We got an intercept. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. All right. And what are we at here? 1600? Okay. So we're going to warp all the way to the Mun. There it is. All right. Oh, Jeb doesn't have... Oh, I didn't... Oh, no. We're in trouble. Oh, there we go. Apparently he was just resting for a second. All right, so we are above the Mun. We're going on the dark side, which is not fantastic because it's not as visually appealing. Apologies for the lack of visual appeal. We are going at just over 800, probably at periapsis, so we're going to just do this and burn our way down. Before we do that, we should probably make sure that we are actually at periapsis. I'll probably click right here. There we go. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we want to make this thing going. And in the dark of the moon, in total darkness here, we're going to light it up with this monopropellant run until we get a decent capture. And then after that, we're going to play around with the tanks and see if we have to do anything. And then we're going to attempt to do that landing and hopefully not crash. Yeah, there we go. We're obviously going to probably land on the light side of the moon because, yeah, but I want to see if we can land somewhere flat-ish. Flat-ish is always good. We're going to do one warp. It's an hour and 32. That's not the end of the world. We're good. At this point, I forget that I have a bunch of life support mods on. So I have to remember that the life support mods need to be accounted for. All right, there we go. Which I need to figure out how to check that. There is an app for that. There it is, snacks. All right, so we have 14 point... Oh yeah, we have like 14 days. Okay, that's fine. What are we at now? 24? There we go. All right, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna warp to our PI. We're gonna check out here once we're into the sun. Yeah, we lost connection with the thing. Okay, so we are in low space. Mystery goo. There we go. We got one. We got the other one on the ground. I just want to check to see what our tanking it looks like. Okay, so we are using the monopropellant from the outer tanks, and then the inner tank has enough to land. Okay, so other than the fact that our landing gear should be on. Right, okay, we're doing it anyway. All right, everybody, we're just gonna find a nice spot to land and see how we can do this as we look at our weird sun, and we are flying into it. Longer trajectory, I think over here is probably best to do. I'd rather land over here. Yeah, that's probably the best place to land. So we're gonna add a maneuver here. Hey, Shocker Laser, welcome to the chat. We're attempting our lunar landing here in what I'm hoping will be a flat spot. Hoping will be a flat spot. With a really poorly designed lander at this point, realizing it, but we've made it all this way, so we're going to go for it. Yeah, if anyone here wants their predictions, I'm always happy to hear predictions. If you have played Kerbal Space Program 2, or I guess 1, 2 is, we're not going to talk about 2. There we go. And where are we here? The MUN is that way. There it is. All right, so if you've played Kerbal Space Program 1, let me know if you've actually made it here before. I'm always curious as we do our descent burn here, and I hope my math is correct for us ability to get back home. As we burn off the 300 or so, and that'll leave us with a couple hundred. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, so I'm always interested to know, like, has any, like, I keep hearing from people that getting to the MUN can be very difficult in Kerbal Space Program. So I know my problem is usually landing on the MUN. That's usually the problem. But yeah, I'm curious to know if people make it or not. And if you haven't played it, let me know why, because I know Spaceflight Simulator 2 is coming out, and it's going to be 3D like this, but apparently it's going to be easier but also more challenging for the challenging players. So that's going to be a nice option, and that's coming out in February, unless of course you're watching this in like 2025 or later, then obviously it's already probably out. All right, we're coming to the end of this burn. All right, good enough. 6.5 is not going to do much when we're trying to land on the surface of a giant moon. As long as we don't hit the crater, I'm good. Because I definitely do not want to fall in the crater. Make sure I get over the rim. Like I said, I can't jet until I get over that rim. Don't land on the rim. Oh, good. All right, now we gotta slow down fast. Oh, geez. This is not good. Darn it. Welcome to the surface of the moon, camera. Yeah. Jeb didn't make it. So I think I'm gonna have to rethink this whole lunar lander thing and come up with a better plan, because it does look nice, but those rocks, by the way, are actual, like these are real rocks. This is the new Parallax Continued mod. These rocks are lethal. I wanted to slow down enough so that I could land on this nice flat spot here or here, because you can get stuck on these rocks. They are, they're not the first parallax where you can walk through them. They are lethal. Ah, well. Check out this video here if it's going to play something, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one, because I'm going to have to call it quits there and attempt to get to the MUN another day with maybe a little bit more science.